Fortune Teller was a role that was released in somewhere around 2019. And then it got deleted, but came back in the Stars and Planets update alongside with the Siren. And then during the Dream update, it got a buff, and that buff is not good at all. And in my opinion, this buff made the Fortune Teller same as it was. And here's why. Fortune Teller was previously an unhealthy role, and this was the reason why it was deleted. And the reason for that was because if you're an evil and you receive the card, you are done for. Because if you use the card, everyone knows your role, and if you don't use the card, you're dead. And this version of the Fortune Teller was so overpowered that it was on par with the Seer, or almost better than the Seer. And then after that, it was removed due to its power. And now in the Stars and Planet update, it returned. However, it has received massive backlashes saying that the Loudmouse is better than the Fortune Teller, and even people saying that Fortune Teller should be reverted to how it was. However, in my opinion, Fortune Teller wasn't even that bad. The only issue about it is that it served almost no purpose, since it wouldn't really make much of a difference if Fortune Teller was there, but other than self-provability. And then in the Dream update, it has received literally the worst buff that made it so unbalanced. And here's why. With Fortune Teller's buff, you don't even have to use the cards. If you're a villager and you receive the card from the Fortune Teller, you don't have to and you shouldn't reveal your role with the Fortune Teller card, because if Fortune Teller dies, you're instantly confirmed. Which means that evils shouldn't even use the card, because if villager won't even reveal themselves, then why should evils do? Which means that you shouldn't even use the card at all, because Fortune Teller can prove you if they die, which literally ruins the whole concept of the role, which is cards. Which sucks because using or not using means that you're going to die anyway. Sure, you can say that you should just not kill the Fortune Teller, but I'd like to object to that. With the first thing is that you aren't the only team with the ability to kill. So even if you have a card and you're not going to kill the Fortune Teller, it won't guarantee that village will not kill the Fortune Teller just to reveal. If two evils have a card, Fortune Teller can willingly die to reveal two players. Either way, the Fortune Teller will be proven as an RRV, which leads me to my second point. The issue with random regular villager roles is that they're self-provable, and I've talked about this in a separate video for this topic, so we're going to go back into Fortune Teller. The thing about Fortune Teller is that it's the only role in the Loudmouse tree that is self-provable. And mind you that none of the Loudmouse tree are self-provable except for the Fortune Teller. However, Loudmouse and Avenger really doesn't need to be self-provable since they need to die anyway just to work. However, this will get me to my next point. Maybe I'm dramatic when I mention power creep, but anyway, let's go over to the roles one by one, comparing them with Fortune Teller in the Loudmouse tree. So first off, we have Loudmouse. And Loudmouse was fairly unique and a bit balanced, and it looked weak, but it isn't really weak because its reveal almost has no counterplay, but Loudmouse needed to die anyway. However, Fortune Teller power creeps Loudmouse. And that is because Fortune Teller does exactly what Loudmouse does, but better. And another thing that Fortune Teller has over Loudmouse is that Fortune Teller can be self-provable while Loudmouth can't. Now, Avenger and Fortune Teller have their strengths over the other. Avenger can kill while Fortune Teller can reveal 2-player when it dies. And to be honest, I find that revealing 2-player upon death is rather toxic. And another thing that Fortune Teller has above Avenger is self-provability. Though Fortune Teller being self-provable would mean that Fortune Teller will have a chance at leading the game. And now we have Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Oh wait. And now we have Bell Ringer versus Fortune Teller. And was it really ever a competition? For Bell Ringer is absolutely the worst in its tree. And this is the overall ranking I would give in the Loudmouth tree and generally. So anyway, let's roll in with the end credit.